Today I'm going to show you how to make a crochet snowflake which you can turn into a brooch. For this particular snowflake I've used 3 Bears yarn, but for the purpose of today's tutorial I'm going to use a different yarn just so because it's a little bit thicker and you'll be able to see the stitch definition a bit better. But for both snowflakes I have used a 4mm crochet hook, but you can use whichever hook you like depending on your yarn. You want to start off by making your slip knot, and you can do this whichever way you prefer. Then you want to insert your hook and you're going to start off by chaining 4. So that's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and once more, and that's your chain 4. You're then going to insert your hook into the very first chain and grab the yarn and pull all the way through to make a slip stitch. And this has created your very center circle. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This first chain is going to class as a double crochet. That's a UK term. In the US this is known as single crochet, and then that's going to class as a chain 2. So now what we're going to do is do a double crochet right into the very center of this circle. So insert your hook right into the center of the circle, grab the yarn and pull it through. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then grab the yarn and pull through both loops on the hook. So now we have 2 double crochets separated by a chain 2. We're now going to chain 2, 1, 2, and do another double crochet into that very center circle. We then chain 2 again and do another double crochet into that center circle. So pause the video, work your way round in that same technique, so double crochet, chain 2, until you have done 6 double crochets, and I'll meet you back in just a moment. So now I'm at the point where I've done 6 double crochets all the way around, and I've met the chain 3 that I did in the very beginning. So because I've just done a double crochet, I'm going to do the chain 2 to separate both of the stitches, and then I'm going to slip stitch right into the very first chain that we did at the beginning. So insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it through for a slip stitch. We're then going to move on to round 2, and we're going to be working into the chain 2 spaces all the way around. So the next chain 2 space is just here, and what we're going to do is start off by doing a double crochet in that space. So remember that is a single crochet in US terms. Once you've done the double crochet, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do another double crochet into that very same space. Now we're going to move on to the next chain 2 space and do exactly the same thing. So insert the hook and do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet. Move on to the next chain 2 space and do the same stitches, so double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Work your way all the way around to the beginning, and I shall meet you back once you've got there. So now I've worked my way all the way around, and I have 6 of these chain 3 spaces, and I'm going to connect this side to the very first stitch by inserting my hook into that first double crochet and doing a slip stitch. Now what we're going to do for round 3 is double crochet into the chain 3 space, and then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to slip stitch into the very first chain of this round. So insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it through for a slip stitch. So it creates the bobble at the top or at the peaks of the snowflake. In that very same chain 3 space, you're going to double crochet to pull that down into place, and then you'll find that you have a double crochet in between the chain 3 sections. So if I just pull this apart here, you see this little gap in between the 2 chain 3 spaces. You're going to insert your hook into there and do a slip stitch into that space. Now we're going to repeat. So into the chain 3 space, you're going to double crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into the bottom chain, double crochet into that same chain 3 space, and then slip stitch into the double crochet in between the chain 3 spaces. You're going to repeat that all the way round, right to the very beginning, and I shall see you back at this point. So I've now worked my way all the way around the snowflake, and I'm going to finish off by doing a slip stitch into that very first stitch from this round, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through to tie off, grab my scissors and snip off the yarn. Then all that's left to do is to sew in your ends into the work, and then you may wish to block your snowflake, which it would involve placing it down onto a surface and pinning it into place. Squirt it with a little bit of water and leave it to dry overnight, and it will stretch out your snowflake and show the stitches a little bit better. So I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and it's helped you to make your snowflake brooch. Make sure that you share your pictures with us so we can see what you've made. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to keep up to date with any of my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye!